What? How does he have this much bone dragon defense? This guy is insane. What the heck? It is time to peek into yet another endgame Crow Castle account and see a little bit of different kind of Devilhorn 5 build in action. In this video, we will dig through the account of Nemes1s from NWL Guild. So, mad shout out, thank you for allowing us to go through this. We will uncover the dirty secrets this account has, what kind of items there is on each hero and so on. I will show the skill tree of the wave build. I will show all the things in here. Everything shall be revealed, right? So this will be for sure an interesting account review we will be having today. A little bit of background information from Nemes1s. He started the game in September 2024. According to him, he found my guides within the first 2 days, so that feels great. And through my Discord, he eventually discovered the NWL Guild and he's joined there. And he wanted to give mad shoutouts to Gamf and Lave from the NWL Guild. So shoutouts to you guys as well. I know you both are great fellows as well. He reached 1 million waves in 6 months. So exactly 6 months after starting, he reached the 1 million waves point. And until that point, he was running the 2x game speed. So basically like free to plays. And after reaching 1 million, he started to buy monthly 3x game speed to boost up and speed up his progression. And now, as you can see, this account is running quite nicely over here in quite high wave levels. This is basically a progress of 15 months of gameplay. He reached this wave level around December, and since then he has been on a small break because he has basically achieved everything achievable in the game, so he thought taking a little while to rest and then continue, which was a perfect opportunity for us to go through this account and see what there is. But hey, let's go through and see some items because I am anxious to know what this account is running. Okay, so this is the wave build. These are the battle results of one of the waves we just went through. Here are the boss damage results, and here are the gold from monsters from this wave. And I must say it's really nice to see Devilhorn 5 build running ZEUS and THOR. Something I haven't tried myself yet, so this is a really interesting thing to see. As far as I know, he was running basically the same Sarah and DLA setup that I went through on Camp Pumpernickel's account review earlier. I will link it in the description if you haven't seen. But since reaching this point where he has done basically everything he wants, he just started to, experience with other options, and it's really nice to see this one. Let's start by checking through, well, the skills. There's max 25 plus 1 CDs in here, which is kind of a thing that you really need to do in Devilhorn 5, so I guess that should be an obvious thing at this point. But let's take a look at the Pure Wizard. 5.7 seconds Pure Wizard. Oh my, that stings, because that means, guys, that there must be a DCD IQ item on both of these. That stings so much, because the staff is the only thing I'm missing from my own account. Wow, that's amazing. Pure Wizard cooldown. I am jealous already. So this must be a great item review in here. How much Bone Dragon does he have? Let's see. What? How does he have this much Bone Dragon defense? 1.2 million, over 1.2 million Bone Dragon defense. And I just hit 1 million on my own account. I have 3 times these waves. I need a paper bag to breathe in, because this guy is insane. What the heck? Relax, Laku. Relax, you can do this. Well, I'm sure we can expect some beautiful items. At least those Pure Wizard items must be DCD IQs. So start with those. We'll go through all the items that are in this wave setup. 5.7 seconds. Let's start with these. So this must be a DCD IQ staff. There we go. A DCD IQ staff. Congratulations. The flat roll in here is actually not that great. However, it's still better than a perfect L item that you can have due to having a higher percentage in here than 10%. So this is still better than a max L item that you could have. An item quality staff. I would love to get my hands on this. I want it so much. I want it. And in here, okay, wow, this is a great one. 2.3 seconds, and also a great line in there. 23% item quality line. This is beautiful items. This is also better than what I have. So yeah, I will not trade Pure Wizards. Your Pure Wizard is better than mine, so let's trade. Wow, these are great items for Pure. These are endgame items. These are something you basically never have to, and probably won't replace, because getting better ones will require an insane amount of farming. And if 1.2 million is what it takes to get these, then holy moly. Okay, wow, those are beautiful. Then let's go through the damage dealer items first. So let's start with ZEUS, because ZEUS it's really interesting to see ZEUS in here. Let's see. In here we have a crit chance, lightning damage, and CDE line with Thunderbolt +2. There's a rune missing in here. As far as I know, he just like recently switched using ZEUS and THOR. So this build might still be a little bit of work in progress. So there might be some runes missing and so on. So chances are that this build will just get stronger and stronger as time goes by. But this is a beautiful hammer for ZEUS. And in here we have double crit chance, lightning damage, CDE with some boss damage. This is a beautiful ZEUS accessory to have. And a critical orb, 92.9%. That is a really nice roll for that. Then we have Succubus as a damage dealer. So in here we have attack speed, double crit damage, item quality staff. This is an interesting thing. There's a lot of attack speed in here. A lot of critical damage and item quality line. A really interesting staff to run. I'm guessing when you have 25 CDEs, you can go with item quality items. And I'm seeing there's a luck orb in here. So that means due to the lack of critical chance in here, there's a luck orb to balance that out. That works. I see it works, so that's fine. There's one crit chance line in here and poison damage, attack speed. I have pretty much something similar as this on my account as well that I recently got. So yeah, this is a really nice, solid CD item for Succubus. Nice attack speed runes as well. Those are beautiful, beautiful Succubus items. And then we have THOR left, and also Town Archers. THOR is having, as I can see, there's still runes missing, so a couple of things that could still improve this build. Attack speed runes in here. Crit chance, crit damage, chain lightning, crit chance heal level +1 line in here, and CDE line with chain lightning, crit damage, and damage lines in here. This is also something that I would like to have if I were to run THOR at some point. And then there's the lightning orb for THORs for increased attack speed. So those are solid THOR things. So a couple of attack speed runes missing. That could still be a better, stronger build, but it's running. So that's really nice thing to see. In here we have, let's see, double crit damage with CDE, Town Archer rune, and also damage rune. A really solid bow. The physical damage in here is a useless line, but 2 out of 3 useful lines is enough for Town Archer. This is a really nice CDE item. One thing to improve could be maybe item quality item in future, but hey, this works just fine. Wow. Damage, crit damage, crit damage. This is a 3 out of 3 L item for Town Archers for waving, with also attack speed runes. So yeah, this is really solid, really solid Town Archer items with the Orb of Power, 19% roll as well. Those are nice. The damage dealer items are really nice in this setup. So let's go through the others as well. And I'm supposed like Chrono should be pretty, yeah, like pretty standard stuff. From CDE, some cooldown, MP cost for decreased MP cost, and same in here. Cooldown line, CDE, MP cost runes. Those are beautiful Chrono runes. On Orc Band, we have CDE, some bonus golds. I'm just gonna go through these pretty fast because these should be pretty like stable items. Oh, I forgot Goblin. Ha! How silly of me. I forgot Goblin. Let's go and see Goblin items. In here we have attack speed, crit chance, and fire damage. A really solid CDE hammer for THOR Goblin. And nice TNT damage rune as well, and some attack speed to boost that up. And in here we have something that's still missing, a second attack speed rune as well. Crit chance, attack speed, CDE. Really nice Goblin items, and fire orb for 122.5 critical damage. It's almost max, so this is a really nice fire orb in here. Okay, Midori Band female. So this is when you use Time Autobattle, since she only works with Time Autobattle. So CDE line, some MP cost reduction. She uses quite a lot of mana when she is cast. Double MP cost. Wow, this is basically a perfect Midori Band F item with CDE line. And I'm sure when this build is not running Time Autobattle, then there would be, let's see, there would be Alchemist in this slot for sure. So let's see what Alchemist has. In here we have a double cooldown, really nice rolls, CDE with some MP cost reduction in here. And also we have cooldown line, CDE, MP cost reduction in here. Really solid Alchemist items. So when this build is running Gold Autobattle, Alchemist would be in here instead of Military Band Female. Then we have Angels. Angels are on double proccing rates, 5.12 seconds cooldown. So pure wizard is 5.7 and they are below that, so they are double proccing. There's the static orb, which is a max roll, obviously. I'm probably the only one who doesn't have a freaking max roll on this orb. It just doesn't wanna appear to me, but this is a really, really nice one. And in here we have a DCD IQ sword. There's a lot of DCD IQs in here. Double cooldown sword with item quality line. And in here we have a DCD CDE, so double cooldown with a CDE line. Really nice double proccing angel items, so they work in great synergy with the static orb, especially in Devil Horn 5. That is nice. We went through these heroes, so let's go and take a look at Necromancer next. There should be skill duration runes in here, yes. So CDE line, skill duration runes, really nice, and one cooldown line in here, CDE and more skill durations in here. Those are really, really nice. 69 mana, nice. And who's next? We went through Succubus, so Dark Skeleton. And here these should be also like just maybe CDE lines. He's on a double proc range as well, but the main important thing is to have CDEs in here as well. Paladins. Paladins are not on double proc, so they are on single proc with, let's see, damage reduction lines, so they survive longer, which is nice. And summoned HP rune, we saw this on Camp Pumpernickel's account review as well. I still need to do this for myself as well. So summoned HP runes for paladins, because nothing else really helps them, so might as well make them survive longer. Another damage reduction in here and CDE line, really solid paladin items. With the sand orb, so occasionally getting a double amount of paladins basically for your battle, on your field. In here, CDE line, some runes, nothing else really matters. You don't really need anything for military band, just CDE lines is fine. And then we have some runes in here, so that's a nice one, that's a nice one. And then we have Slingers left and Worms. So Slinger sword is knockback, slow, CDE, attack speed. This is a really nice CDE sword. And what is the accessory? Wow, double knockback, stun chance, item quality. There's a lot of crowd control in here, and because he reaches the maximum amount of CDE lines already, he can afford to use item quality lines in here like this, so this is also really nice. One of the great things about the CDE cap, even though it's kind of nerfed many builds when it hit us in the last update, but allows us to do something like this, so use more IQ items, which is really nice. And there's the Orb of Agility as well, 38.8% attack speed. That is nice. Then we have a Worm. So Death Worm with THOR runes, CD, crit chance, damage, attack speed. Every single line is great for Worm, so that's more MP recovery. And also in here, attack speed, crit damage. Okay, cold pro hit is useless, but otherwise it's really great item for Death Worm. Well, these are beautiful items for the wave build. I believe we went through every item, so let's check the skill tree. No, the treasures first. So treasures are pretty like what you normally run in a gold build. Gold treasures, horn. They could also be power claw in here for maybe increased stability, but this is the ultimate goal that you want to have. And then the highest level devil horn in here, and also cursed knife for town archers, which is in waving the best option you can run for your town archers. But yeah, let's take a look at the skill tree. So 185 skill points. So he will still be earning more once he reaches my level, wave level eventually. He's still below 6 million waves, so the amount of skill points are quite limited for this endgame build. But here we have the fire tree, starting from the fire tree, and there's a couple of critical damage nodes missing in here, possibly some MP cost reduction nodes missing in here. Otherwise, everything you need for Goblin in here. There we have physical tree, and town archers, ice tree as well. These are for Goblin in here, gunpowder nodes, or powder nodes. And what else do we have? We have poison tree for Succubus. Also in here missing one crit damage, couple of these poison damage nodes in here. So minor stuff eventually will be taken for sure, I'm sure, when a couple more points are earned. But for now that seems to be enough. And when I say enough, it's still an enormous amount of skill points, 185 to run So whenever you run an endgame build, you will need a lot of skill points, because you will need to reach all of these different skill trees. We have the summon tree in here, and then in the lightning tree, we have, well, there's also a couple of, like, there's a couple of crit damage nodes in here missing, for example. So small things that will be taken eventually, I'm sure. But that's how the skill tree looks. If you have some questions about the skill tree, leave a comment down below. Let's go through that together, shall we? But that's the wave build. One nice thing I noticed when I was scrolling through his items like this is, let's see, we will use the search function, item quality, cooldown, and cooldown. And when we scroll up here, what do you see? 1, 2, 3 DCD IQ bows. Oh my. I'm glad I have 0, because they basically have no use right now in the game. Wow, that must be... There's also a hammer, an extra hammer in here as well. That's also beautiful, but like 3 DC Dagu bows? That must be, I don't know, demotivating for sure when you get these as drops when you're farming for that staff, because I believe all of these were gained before the DC Dagu staff, unless I'm mistaken. Wow, that's an interesting thing. Let's quickly take a look at the Bone Dragon build. So he was running Sarah and DLA before. Did we take a look at Sarah items? Let's take a look at Sarah items, by the way. CDE, boss, crit chance. Wow, oh, what a beautiful item. I would like to have this one with double poison stacks. So he was running Sarah and DLA before. Oh, so this one, really nice Sarah items. Wow, I'm jealous. So when the build was running Sarah and DLA, this Bone Dragon farming must have been faster. I think we can do a Bone Dragon in here and see how this battle goes. I haven't played this build, so I will be not as efficient as it could be. So as you can see, the Bone Dragon kill time is not that fast, but that's also due to the fact that his Bone Dragon defense is insane considering his wave level. Like, he has more defense than I have, and I have 3 times more waves than he has. So the kill time is slower, and also because running THOR and ZEUS is a bit slower than running DLA and Sarah in terms of farming. But that's how his Bone Dragon build looks like. I'm sure the items are pretty much going to be the same, so there's no point in going through many of them. These others should be just damage skill levels, hero damage skill level, stuffs like this. So there's CDE lines, then there's many damage skill level lines, and 1 hero damage skill level orb in there at least. But it's pretty standard setup for Bone Dragon farming. I don't think we should go through all of the items. I think, yeah, these are the same items on Town Archers as well. So the damage dealer items are gonna be the same in here. Actually not, this is a different one. Crit chance, crit damage, boss damage, beautiful hammer without the CD line, plus Thunderbolt +2. So this is a nice one. So what we had in here, we also had lightning, crit damage, boss damage, and CD line in here. So yeah, a bit different. I was wrong, I admit, my mistake. But in here, I believe we have the same setups. No, we don't.
Focus! Concentrate!
We have, holy crap, this is a nice one. Crit damage, crit chance, boss damage, item quality with attack speed. Wow, okay. And what was the staff? Attack speed, crit chance, boss damage, item quality. Oh, beautiful items. I think this would be worth using in waving as well, because holy moly, that is a nice one. Okay, who else? Well, I unequipped Edward, professional. At least THOR is using the same items, so that's something. That's the Bone Dragon build. Okay, let's take a peek at the Hellmode build. I believe this looks like a Town Archer Hellmode build, at least by the looks of it. There's a bunch of different towers in here, so I believe, yeah. There's tower runes for more CDE lines in here. So does he have 8 tower runes? That's number 3. Number 4. Yeah, and then we have these, so that's already 6 tower runes. And also Thornworm as well. Tower rune, CDE line, and tower rune. Wow, 8 tower runes. That's a lot of farming. That's a lot of tower runes. Nice. That's a great thing to have as well. And how about the Town Archer items? There's the Orb of Crisis in here. Really nice roll. And in here we have crit damage, crit chance, flying damage. Wow, this is a great bow for... I believe this is probably like a perfect bow for Town Archer Hellmode, unless I'm mistaken. This is a really beautiful one. And double fire damage, crit damage, Fire Master skill, no CD. I believe there's 25 CDs in this setup, so that's pretty nice. Wow, those are beautiful. I will quickly show you the items in here as well. I will not discuss these as much as try to not make this video 1 hour long, but these are pretty basic items. Missing an accessory in here. This should be like taken from angels or something when using this build. So these are the same items in here. Necromancer, let's go. Goblin for crowd control, stun knockback, let's go. Skeleton, I'm just gonna go scroll through these like this. You can pause if you want to see more properly how this goes. I'm not gonna be doing a Hellmode run. It will take hours, or maybe not if I failed, but at least like an hour, so we are not gonna be doing that. I might be doing some in near future on my main account, but let's see. Double stun slow, that's a beautiful sword. It really similar to what I have as well on my slinger. It's a really nice one. There we go. Dark Ice Wizard. And the accessory, double attack speed. That's a lot of attack speed. That's a really fast Ice Wizard. And we have ZEUS in here as crowd control. Again, so this is a pure Town Archer setup for sure. Beautiful one. And in here, double stun slow in here as well. A lot of double stun slows. And Mechanic Ram. There we go. Who else? We have the leaders left. So in here, and 0 with CDs, probably on both, where there's a damage skill level +1 in here. So that should make the max CDs, because Hunter was missing 1 item, so there will be 25 CDs, a couple of damage skill levels, which really helps you in your Hellmode run as well, if you can get those in addition to your CDE lines. The treasures are in here, and let's go scroll through this skill tree. I'm sure he also has a bunch of points that are maybe not that necessarily needed in Town Archer Hellmode, but this is an example of what you would like to run. Again, if you have questions about this skill tree as well, let me know in the comments. We can go through this together. Right, there we go. So that's how the skill tree looks like. And what else? Let's take a look at the IC build. I'm not sure if this is running currently right now, so we are not going to be doing a test run. But his IC level is really solid for his wave levels. That's a really solid ratio for Infinite Colony build. I should be doing an Infinite Colony build videos more in the future as well. So I can see the same towers in here, so there must be like 25 CDs, but probably some items are still missing, like the Hunter accessory, for example. But this is a Town Archer, or well, Town Cannon build. I'm guessing the items on Town Archers, either these items or the ones used in Hellmode, are being used on the Town Cannons when the IC build is used. So that's a difference, the change that will be made when using this build. But wow, I honestly, I'm speechless. Like 1.2 million Bone Dragon defense, that is insane dedication, especially on this low wave level. 6 million waves is not a low amount for like by any means, but still having that high Bone Dragon defense on 6 million waves, or even under 6 million waves, actually is absolutely huge. Wow, that's really interesting. I'm really happy we were able to go through this account. So again, thank you very much. And you people watching over there, do you have some question about this account, about this review? Was there something you would have wanted to see? Let me know in the comment section. We can for sure ask Nemesis for further instructions if needed. I'm sure he will be happy to help. And I made him have a nice amount of waves in there as well. I'm sure he will appreciate that. Oh, I can't even ruin the Town Archer level because it's already ruined. I'm gonna level it one more time. Ha, there you go. He's gonna hate me after this. Oh. But here we go. For the end part, I will scroll through every single item in the treasure pack. There could be something that could be used currently in the builds as well. I'm sure there's bunch of items that I can see. So many beautiful items, and the 3 DC Laku bows. Wow, that was just hilarious. I wish I will not get that myself, but we shall see. So I'm just gonna show you every single item that he has stored up in here. There's a bunch of stuff. This is what you get for 1.2 million Bone Dragon defense in a Crow Castle. So go and farm, people. Go and farm, people. It will pay off. As you can see, the hard work, consistent work pays off eventually. There's a lot of you could gear up multiple different accounts with these items that we are seeing over here. These are really nice ones. There's a lot of things like triple crits and stuff like that. It's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful set of items. Unfortunately, we can't trade items, so I can't yoink any of these, even though I would love that there's some elf items, for example, over there, just L items, but they're absolutely beautiful. This is basically a perfect L item for Succubus over there. More triple crits and a lot of crowd control items. That's also a perfect Town Archer L item over there. Absolutely beautiful. And some runes as well. Why not? Let's go through these as well. There's a bunch of these saved up. Let's see if there's any Town Archer runes or anything saved up. There's Elemental runes. Wow. That's a nice attack speed rune. 1%. Let's go. Boss damage. There's one. Town Archer rune. Okay, so you have one spare one as well. I'm jealous. And a lot of other runes in here as well. Perfect honey trap. Wow, let's go. And really nice Kraken runes for Elizabeth, possibly for the future as well, and so on. Really solid one. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you Nemesis for allowing us to go through this account. It was a pleasure and really interesting build. I'm really excited about the Thor and ZEUS combo. Maybe I will try it myself. Should I try that myself? Leave me a comment down below and tell me. Thank you. I will see you in the next video and in the Discord. The link is in the description. Stay safe, my friends, and goodbye.